Hello, beautiful people. Welcome or welcome back to Alexis Faye Yoga. I am so very glad that you've decided to join me today. I have a feel-good flow planned for you. So if that sounds good to you, roll out to your mat, hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, and we'll flow right into it. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another week of yoga. Sending that right foot back. Now we'll begin our practice with some happy elephants. Heel toe your feet out past hips distance. Turn your toes away from the body. We'll spread the arms out to a T and the fingers go wide. Now we'll twist in one direction, untwist and twist in the other. And we'll let the arms swing out to our sides as we twist side to side. Letting the arms run out of momentum, coming to rest by our sides. We'll walk the feet underneath of the hips. Pick up the toes. Spread them out nice and wide and set them down to your mat. Pull in on the bottoms of your feet so that they are nice and active, so that we can press into the feet and stand tall through the top of the head. Go ahead and close your eyes or allow your vision to be soft. And reach tall with the top of your head as you bring a full breath in through your nose. And let it out as an open mouth sigh. Again, a big breath in through the nose. And out from the mouth. One more time, breathe in through your nose. And take a few more sips of air at the top. And an open mouth sigh to let it go. Now with your in-breath, reach your arms up overhead, nice and tall to the sky. Exhale, move your arms to your cactus. Pull the shoulder blades in together at your spine. Spread your fingertips out nice and wide. And with your exhale, we'll circle the arms the rest of the way down around the body. And we'll grab for opposite wrists, or we'll interlock the fingers behind, or grab for opposite elbows, wherever you are most comfortable today. But then we'll draw the shoulders back and then drop them down the spine. If you have interlocked your fingers, you can gently draw your knuckles down towards the ground, or your arms down to the ground as you start to slide your eyes up the wall in front of you and find a slight back bend. With your next exhale, soften the shoulders forward, bring the eyes out in front, release your bind behind you. Take your arms back out to your T. Now we're going to give ourselves a nice big hug. Wrap the arms all the way around the body. Reach for the shoulder blades and really squeeze yourself in nice and tight here. Now dropping chin to chest, we'll start to round and roll through the upper back and shoulders until our elbows are pointed down towards the floor. With our inhale, we'll reverse, coming back towards standing through the mid-back, the upper back, the shoulders. Lift the elbows out in front of the body and then bring the chin back up. Notice which arm is on top, because as we extend it out wide, we're going to swap arms so that the opposite is on top this time. It'll feel a little awkward, a little weird in your body, and that's what we're going for. Again, walk your hands around to your shoulder blades. Drop chin to chest. Start to round and roll through the upper back, the shoulders, the mid back, till your elbows are pointed down towards the floor. And then we'll reverse, sliding up the spine, coming back towards standing. Lifting the chin and send the arms out nice and wide. Inhale, up to the sky again. Exhale, this time we'll swan dive forward, hinging at the waist and bowing all the way forward for our forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, tabletop the back. Reach forward with the top of the head. Exhale, we'll hinge and fold forward again. Take a moment here in your forward fold to settle into the pose. Finding some way to move around in this pose, to allow your body to relax, to soften. Grab for opposite elbows and find a sway side to side. You can elephant walk or pedal out the legs. Or find a slight bounce or some spinal rolls. And then with your next in-breath, we'll lift halfway back to our flat back. Reach through your toes and the top of the head. Exhale to fold forward again. Nodding the head, yes. We'll shake the head, no. Allowing the upper body to be loose. Let the arms hang towards the earth. We'll add a little more of a bend to both knees. And then we'll start to tuck the pelvis under. Continuing that rolling motion up the spine. Take your time as you ragdoll back towards standing. Keeping the chin down towards the floor for as long as you can. And then lifting to standing again. Wiggle out a little bit to reset. And then with an in-breath, we'll send the arms back up towards the sky. Exhale to our cactus. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands down, step up or float your feet back. Find your plank. Spread your fingertips out nice and wide and grip them into the earth. We'll shift a little further forward. Exhale all the way down to the mat. Now we'll slide our left knee up alongside the long edge of our mat so that our shin is parallel. And then we'll slide our right hand across the chest towards the left side of the mat. Our right palm is up towards the sky, and then we'll plant our left palm on top of it. With a big breath in, we'll reach our left hand up and over the body in an arch or a rainbow shape, finding a gentle laying twist. And with our exhale, we'll bring our left hand up and over the body again, stacking the hands. And then we'll slide our left hand in to help us lift up, to unthread the right. Now sliding both arms out in front of the body with the elbows pointed in towards the rib cage and the palms pressed into the earth. Finding a sphinx pose here with our half frog leg. Finding some length through the top of the head as we draw the shoulders away from the ears and press the left hip towards the earth. Now we'll extend our left leg long again. Now finding our regular Sphinx pose. As we start to slide our right leg up the side of our mat, point to the right toes down the end, and we'll thread our left arm through towards the right side. Plant your right hand on top of your left. Inhale to open the right arm up and over the body for another gentle twist. Exhale to bring the right hand back, up and over again. Slide it in towards the body and thread the left half frog leg with our Sphinx upper body. Reach tall with the top of the head. Take a few big deep breaths in before fully letting it go again. Now we'll extend our right leg back down the length of our mat, keeping the arms where they are here. We're going to squeeze the glutes and lift just the left leg off the mat. Now we're not bringing our left hip off the mat with us. We're not twisting. We're using our glutes. Inhale to lift the left leg, and we'll set it down. Inhale to lift the right leg and set it down. And we'll just go back and forth here a few times, feeling through the glutes as we lift and lower. If you're starting to feel pinching in your low back, come down lower with your upper body. But you will feel a little bit of work happening here in your low back as we build strength. Good. Set your feet back down. And now, whichever variation we're in with the upper body, whether in our Sphinx or if we're lower towards the mat, we're going to lift both legs at the same time. Squeeze the glutes. Engage through your core, through your belly. As you lift both legs off the mat, hover here for a moment or two. Point with the toes. And then set them back down. Slide the hands underneath of the shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Press up through your plank or your tabletop. And then send your hips up and back for a down dog. Now I'll take some time here. Pedal out the legs. Swivel out the hips. Whatever movement you like to find in your down dog. And then we'll sweep the left leg up towards the sky and circle the ankle around in one direction. And then around in the other. Now drawing knee to nose, rounding and rolling through the spine as you shift forward and step your left foot through. Bring a full breath in and an even larger breath back out. Press evenly through both feet. Inhale for your crescent lunge. Big bend into the left knee, little bend into the right. Chest is up. Now we're going to lift a little higher on our right foot as we pivot towards our side mat, dropping the left elbow to our left knee and reaching the right arm up and over, keeping the front body long so we're not starting to round or lifting as we reach. And then maybe you take the weight out of your left arm. Maybe you drop your fingertips down, or maybe you hug the left arm to the chest, or wrap it around the body. And then with an inhale, we'll float the upper body back up, keeping the big bend in the left knee as we reach the arms forward and back for a warrior two. Pressing into the left foot to extend the left leg towards straight. We'll send the hips towards the back of the mat so that we can reach way out in front of the toes, starting to hinge and fold forward for our triangle pose. Again, keeping the front body long, lifted as we reach the right arm to the sky, and the left arm can land on the left leg or on the foot or on the floor, wherever it wants to land. We're focused more on the open chest, open back than we are the depth of our pose. And then inhale, we'll float the body back up, keeping the front leg straight as we reach forward. And then we'll flip the left hand up and over as we send it towards the back of the mat, over top of the head. Maybe you can follow the left hand with your eyes, or maybe you want to keep your eyes forward. And then inhale, we'll float back up again, reaching forward and back. We'll start to turn the chest towards the top of our mat. And then we'll move to our revolved triangle pose as we start to soften the right hand towards the floor, towards our left leg, and the left arm up. If you're feeling a little stuck or a little awkward here with your left arm, just tuck it behind your body and bring the chest open towards the left side of the mat. Exhale, we'll circle the left hand down and around, bringing it close to the floor. As we lift our right heel, we'll pivot in towards the body as we start to bend towards the back of the mat with our right leg, finding a skandasana squat towards the back of the mat. If your heel's not down, that's okay. Press into your right foot so you can start to lift out of your squat. Circle around towards the top of your mat. Walk your hands around until they're framing out your left foot. And then pick up your left foot. Press it up and back, three-legged dog, to your down dog. Take a moment here in your down dog. Wiggle it out. Then we'll shift further forward through our plank pose. We'll chaturanga all the way down to the mat. Sliding the hands forward out in front of the body. This time, we're going to press the fronts of the hips into the earth. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. And we're going to lift our upper body and arms out in front of the body. With our inhale, we'll find our cobra pose, lifting the hands to hover over the mat. If they don't hover very high, that's okay. Or if they do, that's okay too. Exhale, we'll soften back down. Take a breath. With our inhale, we'll float again, lifting the upper body, sliding the eyes forward, lifting the hands. Exhale to soften back down. And one more time. With an in-breath, floating, reaching, pressing through the feet. And an exhale to soften back down. Again, slide the hands in closer towards the body. Back to our Sphinx pose. Tuck the elbows in tight towards the rib cage. Reach the eyes forward. The top of the head tall and the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe you even start to press the back of the head back, like you're going to press your chin to gently pull the back of the head towards your middle, towards the middle of your mat, away from the front of your mat. Exhale, we'll start to soften and slide the hands underneath of the shoulders. Again, tuck the toes under. Press up through your plank or your table. And then send your hips up and back for your down dog. Take a moment, wiggle out, reset. With another in-breath, we'll sweep the right leg up towards the sky and circle the ankle around in one direction and around in the other. We'll draw knee to nose, rolling and rounding as we shift and step the right foot through. Bring a full breath in to look forward. And an even larger breath back out, pressing down through both feet. Inhale to your crescent lunge. Reach the arms to the sky and the chest forward. Big bend into your right knee, little bend into your left. Maybe softening just a little bit lower than before. And then we'll lift a little more on our left foot so that we can pivot around to our warrior two. Again, nice big bend in the right knee. And we'll move to our extended side angle, connecting our right elbow to our right knee, and our left arm will reach up and over the body towards the top of the mat, hugging the bicep in close to the ear without touching. Pressing through the feet, and then maybe we remove the added weight, the assistance of our right arm, hugging it in towards the body, or wrapping it around, or maybe we even reach it out with the left. Inhale, we'll float back up, warrior two. And we'll extend our right leg towards straight, pressing into the right foot. Send the hips towards the back of the mat. And reach way out in front of the toes as you start to hinge and move to your triangle pose. Again, the front body is nice and long from shoulder to shoulder. We're keeping the chest open towards the left side of the mat, even if that does mean sliding the right hand up a little bit more than before. With our next inhale, we'll float the upper body back up, reaching forward and back on the mat. We'll circle the right hand to the sky as we take it over the head towards the back of the mat. Maybe you can follow the hand with your eyes, or maybe you keep your eyes forward. Inhale to float back up again, reach forward and back. And then we'll start to turn the chest towards the top of our mat as we bring our left hand down towards the left side of the mat and find our revolved triangle pose here. Again, if your right arm feels awkward, feels stuck, tuck it behind your back and open the chest towards the right side of your mat. Exhale, we'll circle the right hand down towards the floor. We'll pick up our left heel, pivot it in towards the body, pressing into the left foot As we shift towards the back of the mat, finding our Skandasana squat here. And then pressing through the left foot. Walk the hands around so you can frame out the right foot at the top of the mat. Pick up the right, press it up and back, three-legged dog, to your down dog. Take a moment, reset, wiggle it out. And again, we'll shift further forward, coming through our plank pose, chaturanga, lower to the mat. This time we'll find our full Superman. Slide the arms forward. And with our in-breath, we're going to press into the hips. We're going to squeeze our back and our glutes so that we can lift our hands, our head, and our legs off of the mat. With an in-breath, we'll lift the upper body, lift the lower body, reach with the fingers, reach with the toes. And with our exhale, we'll lower back down. I'll do 2 more with our breath. With your next in-breath, lift. Exhale to lower. And one more time with an in-breath, lift. And exhale to lower. Slide your arms in. And take a deep breath or 2 in your Sphinx pose. We'll slide the hands in closer to the shoulders, and we'll press up to our tabletop pose. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath of the hips. With your in-breath, shine your chest through your arms, slide your eyes up the wall in front of you, and lower your abdomen towards the earth. With your exhale, we'll reverse. We'll curl in towards center, arch up through the mid-back, tucking the tailbone under, bringing the chin towards the chest. Moving back and forth with your own breath, with your own pace, with your own body. And back to our tabletop again. We're going to walk around so that we are seated in the center of our mat. Extend the legs nice and long out in front of your body, and we'll give them a little bit of a bouncing out. And then we'll reach the toes up towards the sky, shifting forward so that we can sit up nice and tall here on our sit bones as we send the arms to the sky. Now here in this pose, we're going to focus on our posture and our breath. Taking big breaths in through the nose before fully letting the breath go. And then we'll recheck our posture and sit up a little bit taller. Reach the eyes forward, the arms to the sky. Using your back, your hip flexors to hold you up here. Press your chest forward. We'll stay like this for just a little while, breathing in and rechecking our posture. our exhale, we'll circle our hands down alongside of our bodies. And we'll start to walk the bottoms of the feet in closer so we can plant them down in front of the hips. Sitting up nice and tall again, reach with the back of the head as we start to tip back, finding our core engagement here as we bring our hands on either side of our knees. And we'll move to our boat pose. We can keep our big toes down as our kickstands. We can keep our shins parallel to the earth, or we can extend the legs fully long. Using this time to release any extra energy, any extra wigglies that you may have in your body. And then we'll start to extend further out and further out until we're fully down on the floor in our full body pose, full body stretch. Reach the toes off the top of the mat, reach the fingers off the back. And then we'll circle the arms down and we'll walk the bottoms of the feet in. Then we'll walk the feet a little further away from each other and make sure our low back is planted to the earth. We'll start to windshield wiper the knees by dropping them down in the same direction, lifting them through center, and softening them down in the other. Moving at whatever pace feels right to you and your body. If you'd like to continue with some core, you can lift your heels off the mat and windshield wiper the legs side to side. Or if you want to focus on the stretch, you can keep your heels down. And lift the knees back up through center. Lift the bottoms of the feet off the mat. Bring the knees into the chest. And we'll wrap the arms around the legs. Lifting the back of the head off the mat. Curling into a ball. Maybe find some rocking side to side. Massaging out the low back. We'll keep the left knee here to the chest. We'll extend the right leg long and lower it down to the mat. Dropping the back of the head back down to the floor as we start to guide that left knee over the right side of our body. Sweep the left arm out to a T and find a gentle twist. We'll untwist and guide the left knee back in for another big hug to the chest. Lifting the back of the head off the mat, bringing the knee to the nose. Lift the right knee, tuck in towards center, another big hug to both legs. And we'll keep the right leg where it is and extend the left leg long, lowering it all the way down to the mat. Dropping the back of the head, and we'll guide our right knee over the left for another gentle twist. We'll come back to center again. Hug the right knee in nice and close. Draw knee to nose. Slide the left back up. Wrap the arms around both legs. And again, we can find some rocking side to side. From here, you can either release the legs and move to your Shavasana pose, and take some time to let your practice settle in. Come back to your breath and find some stillness. Or you can start to rock forward and back if you're ready to move on and find a seated position. Closing the eyes, we'll take another large breath in through the nose and a few more sips of air at the top. And then a full breath out from the mouth to let everything go. Thank you so very much for joining me today. It is always such a joy and an honor to get to spend this time with you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Go in love, go in light, go in peace, and go in joy. Thank you.